Bionicle has made a powerful impact on many of our lives. Many of us grew up buying the toys or reading the stories. From toys, to comics, to movies, Bionicle made us feel for the characters of this fictional world. The fire for the long-since canceled LEGO theme still burns in many hearts. Everyone has their Bionicle story. This is one of them. Hi, my name is Warrior, and this is my Bionicle story. It was around 2006, and my brother had just been introduced to Bionicle via a cousin. You see, my cousin had shown my brother Bionicle the Mask of Light. And of course, like any boy back in those days, after he saw the movie, he wanted one. It took a while, but eventually my dad convinced my mom to buy him one. But of course it wouldn't stay there. No, my older brother had just gotten the most coolest thing ever. Yes, you see, I wanted everything my brother had, and Bionicle was no exception. After he had gotten Nuji Hordika, I had my eyes feasted upon this amazing thing called Bionicle. So, I asked my parents, "Can I have a Bionicle?" And they were like, "Sure." But of course, I was like 4 at the time, so they weren't going to get me something too intricate. So, my first set was, drumroll please, Dalu. I loved the color blue growing up, and I got her just because she was blue, and probably specifically her because she was small. I loved that set. Dalu was the bomb of my childhood existence. But of course it didn't stay there now that me and my brother were open to such a vast, large world of sets, comics, movies. Where do you go from there? Well, my second Bionicle set was, and I don't know how to say his name, Bogarak. The Blue Visorak. Because he was blue. Very simple. Of course, I had no idea how to say his name, and I probably didn't even know what a Visorak was, so I called it, and get ready for this, Dalu Spider. You see, because it's blue, and I had Dalu, and it's a spider. Weren't I original? But of course, as I got just a smidge older, I started feasting my eyes on these things called Paraka. So, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, boom, Vizok, mine. Why? I don't know, maybe because he was blue? But of course, eventually, you have to have a hero to match this villainy. I don't think Vizok made it that long. I'm pretty sure he was in a pile of parts somewhere. But anyway, the Toei and Naika were hitting the shelves with their light-up swords and their amazing-looking little shooter things. As a little kid, I just had to have one of those. So guess which one I got? If you were going to say Holly Naika because she's blue, then you are correct. Boom, because she's blue. I loved that Holly Naika set. Eventually, my brother stepped on it, and it broke the leg joint, so yeah, that particular Holly Naika didn't make it too long. But my parents did buy me another one, so that's pretty cool. I forgive you, brother. Eventually, for my 5-year-old birthday party, I think it was my 5-year-old birthday party. Unless it was my 4-year-old birthday party. For one of my birthday parties, I even had a Bionicle birthday. And for some reason, instead of just buying all the stuff, because there was Bionicle party stuff back then, I didn't know this until earlier this year. Thanks, Mom. But I wanted to make everything myself. So we made ourselves a little tablecloth, and me and my brother took a big piece of paper, like one of those computer paper thing, like the giant ones. My dad worked at an office. So me and my brother just, colored a bunch of little Toei Naika to make a tablecloth. It took a long time, and we had to, make Matoro, who is white, on a white piece of paper. So that's when we were introduced to using silver. That party was awesome. We made the giant tablecloth with the Toei Naika all over it. We played Pin the Bertuka on the spinner. I think that's what it was called. I don't remember anything as far as the food is concerned, but knowing my mother, she's kind of a party freak, it was probably pretty amazing. I remember having to kind of hide out in my room for a while my parents and my brother set up the party, and I remember them coming back and saying, "Yo, why don't you come on out, let's start the party now." Of course, me as a kid, I was so excited. I wanted to rip into those presents. I was excited. I was one of those kids that started thinking about my birthday like 6 months before. I remember walking down the hallway. The hallway light was on, but everything in my living room and dining room was dark. I turned the corner towards my dining room, and there it was. Bionicle with his amazing light up sword glowing like crazy, and I'm not sure if it was like an attempt at a surprise birthday party or not, so I'm not sure if everyone yelled surprise or anything like that, but my brother had constructed Bionicle and put him on top of all the presents, decent tower of presents, and put him on top of there, set his light to glow, and then they pulled me out with that amazing green glow. Oh, it was amazing. It was awesome. That was a good birthday party. Bionicle made a extreme impact on my life and definitely helped me get out of some troubling situations because I always had the stories of these incredible heroes doing these incredible things. I still remember when the Montanui robot sat up for the first time and banished the Mask of Life with Montanui's spirit in it to Bar Magna. I remember the incredible commercials and promo videos. I even remember when Bionicle Generation 2 came out, and I was so excited and bought actually every single Bionicle Generation 2 between me and my brother. And of course, I do remember as well the inevitable ending, which I was currently working on my first film, Bionicle Clad in Plastic. Bionicle has been around for a long time, and it was a significant part of my childhood. So, like I was saying, Bionicle has made a great impact in my life. I mean, that's why I started YouTube. Well, sort of. I started YouTube for YouTube, but it eventually became about Bionicle. That's how I ended up finding most of you guys, my fans. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then see, you're finding my videos through Bionicle, through a mutual like for this amazing story. Through Bionicle, I've met some really great acquaintances in the Bionicle community and have appeared in a couple of other YouTubers' videos. I have also had a few voice actors in some of my own videos. The journey has been incredible, and I've learned so much since I started my little Bionicle films like Clad in Plastic, Tales of the Toa, Skull Villain Show, Protector Force, and many, many others. One of my highest viewed ones is Borak, a Bionicle film, which if you haven't seen any of these, you can go check them out. To my standard these days, they aren't great, but they are still a part of my growing period, my expanding my knowledge. And you know what? I like them for what they are. Bionicle has helped me grow, and I think Bionicle is responsible for a good part of my personality. I will always cherish and enjoy Bionicle, and I will always feel very guilty and sad and a little existential crisis mode whenever a Bionicle piece breaks. When this is uploaded, it should be Bionicle Day, 8/10 Bionicle Day thingy. I'm not sure who coined that term, but I like it. And I have to say, I'm excited. It's not Bionicle Day when I'm recording this, of course, because if it's uploaded. Anyway, you get the picture. But Bionicle has contributed to my life, and I want to contribute to the community. Because in the end, the Bionicle community is what makes Bionicle still live, still breathe to this day. So thank you guys for keeping Bionicle alive, for keeping passion alive, for still watching YouTube videos. I plan to continue to support and watch videos of those in the field. But enough about me. Let's talk about you guys for a second. The reason I'm creating this video is because I want to hear more of your stories. And I think more people should hear how Bionicle affected our lives. That's why I'm wanting to make this a series where you guys send in your Bionicle story. If you're interested, click the link in the description below. There will be like a little rules sheet kind of thing going on so that you guys can, have a good guideline when sending in your stories, and so, everything goes smoothly as far as editing and recording is concerned. Let's hear the impact that Bionicle made in your life. Do you have any memorable Bionicle stories to tell? What was the year you first got into Bionicle? The list is endless of stories you can tell, but enough from me. Click the link in the description below if you're interested. Let's create something together, a tribute to Bionicle and to the impact it's made in our lives. Everyone has their Bionicle story. Yours is worthy of being told. I thank you guys all very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like down below. Don't forget to check out the link in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. So long for now.